What's cracking, guys? This is Alec, and today the trailer for Black Ops 3's first DLC, Awakening, has been released. So first, I'm gonna let you guys watch the Zombies trailer, and I'll be right back after it's done to talk about a few things.
In this chapter of our zombie story, we'll be introducing episode 4, the EISENDRACHE. This is the first chapter in an epic time-traversing zombies odyssey that will unfold over the course of Black Ops 3's 4 DLC packs in 2016. I'm a sucker for medieval castles. That's where we're going in Der EISENDRACHE. We've got this wonderful ancient castle that all the kind of evil forces and all the kind of mind-bending stuff that we do in our zombie storyline is all kind of infested in this one location. The castle was built upon an ancient site where many dark atrocities have occurred over the centuries. The site contains massive deposits of the recently discovered element 115. This allows us to kind of play with other narrative and thematic elements in a setting which is a personal favorite of mine. On the Awakening DLC, we'll also be introducing 4 new mega gumballs. This chapter is very much about introducing new concepts, but then also bringing it to a conclusion. We're incredibly excited to answer a lot of the questions the community has, bring some sort of resolution to a lot of the torment that we put our fans into, and then also maybe introduce some new concepts to have them puzzling out into the future.
So as you can see, it's on next year. Clear your calendars, because Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Awakening is available on February 2nd, first on PlayStation 4.
There you go, guys. I felt like that was a pretty good Zombies trailer compared to some of them. It gave us a pretty good look at quite a bit of the map. It panned around to a lot of areas of the map. It gave some aerial views. There are a few things I want to talk about. So, of course, you saw that there's new gumballs coming. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I'm glad Treyarch decided to do that because some of the gumballs are getting kind of boring. The time frame has been confirmed as, World War II era. And we also find out, of course, that there is 115 testing going on here at Der EISENDRACHE. However, the most interesting thing in this trailer wasn't actually about Der EISENDRACHE. What I found most interesting was this image right here. You might have missed it, but hey, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you. You're loyal. So, yeah, this image flashed up right after they talked about the gumballs, and then they zoomed out, and some dude, reached into a jar and, got out a gumball or something. If you see here, the title of this image is Apothecon. This is just some image in Photoshop, but the title is Apothecon, and then this page is titled Basic Terms. It can be seen on the challenge board. We have no clue what the challenge board is, however, I have an idea. Some of these symbols can actually be found on the Pack-a-Punch. I believe at some point, some of these symbols will actually illuminate, and some of them will dim, and then we'll know which ones are actually relevant and which ones we have to do. I don't know how we'll be able to piece these together and what we'll actually be able to make of those symbols, but either way, some of these images, some of these symbols were found on the Pack-a-Punch, so I definitely think the Pack-a-Punch has something to do with it. The first thing I thought of when I saw all of these translations was the audio cues in the Pack-a-Punch room. Even more links to the Pack-a-Punch room. If you don't know, here are the three audio cues we know of right now. I do actually know of more of them. If you would like me to actually upload them, please just let me know in the comments. However, these are the 3 that we have actually heard, people have actually heard in-game. So, of course, when I first saw these translations, these symbols, I immediately thought of those audio cues, so I went back and listened to some of them, and I actually recognized some of the words. The first one I recognized was in the first audio cue you guys heard, and it was the transform one, under verbs. I believe that's actually the first word he says, but then I can't make out what he's saying in the latter half. Now, in the second one you guys heard, I actually recognized the ID gun. I heard that in the second half of what he says. He says 2 different things, or maybe 3, I'm not actually sure. But the last thing he says is definitely the ID gun one. I also recognize the ID gun one in the last one you guys heard. He says it in the middle of what he's saying. However, I can't find the translation for. I believe he's repeating one of these phrases. I believe he says it at the beginning and then at the end. However, on this page, I don't think some of these translations for the audio cues are there. As you can see, obviously, there's a second page and it has even more translations. However, we can't see those. So I do believe all of the translations are somewhere on this file. However, we can't even see the second page. So we have a bit of a lead on these. I definitely think this is the most interesting part of this trailer. So we're going to be working, number one, to find out exactly what this challenge board is all about. If it is really just referring to the Pack-a-Punch, or, you know, where else we can find these symbols, whatever. Of course, I mean, this is just, I believe this is related to the Wonder Weapon upgrading. They made this really freaking hard. I don't know why they wanted to do this, but either way, we will be grinding to figure this out for you guys. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to bring you guys. Get hype, February 2nd. We're going to be grinding hard for you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I think the DLC is the most fun part of Easter egg hunting because everybody pretty much starts at the same time. It's more survival of the fittest rather than who can get the game early, because you can't get DLC early. So I think the DLC is actually a lot more fun than the first maps that come out on the game. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, go ahead and leave it a like. If this was one of your most favorite videos of all time, go ahead and favorite it. If you have something to tell me or the people watching this video, go ahead and comment. And if you like what we have going on here at Tag Team Gaming and you're ready for us to hunt for Easter eggs on der EISENDRACHE, please subscribe.